And then there's the bitches who are literally roaches, bitch. And we not even gonna talk about them because I don't even got no tips for that because I don't be doing that. I ain't even gonna lie, like I do not walk up to no nigga and be like, hey baby, like you're not my baby. Like your job is to sell a fantasy. These niggas do not know you outside of the club, baby. Make some shit up if you like bitch, if you really don't do nothing outside of work besides sit in your bed, them niggas don't want to hear that. A champagne room is $200 for 15 minutes, bitch. And really in my head I'd be like, how the fuck am I supposed to entertain this nigga for 15 minutes?
Too sexy for this fame, yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for the trap, too sexy. Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, okay.
TT's getting the setup right. Wow, I haven't even like had to look at the camera in a minute.
Oh, this is nice. Thank you. Thank you. I'm definitely gonna steal this. I hope you don't mind.
Oh no, girl. Is this your house?
I'm definitely gonna
How
steal
could I
this.
mind?
Cause what? Wow. Yeah. Vibes. Vibes.
Hey y'all, it's me back again with another fucking video. You already know I made a mukbang. This was probably over a year ago, talking about customers towards the end of the video, and I said I was gonna come back and make that a video and I never did, so we're doing it now. So I'm gonna cover 3 points. Y'all will be able to go to the description box and like see the different chapters and timestamps. So yeah, we're gonna get into the first one, which is how to approach customers. So as I said in my last video about this, there's like different types of bitches in the club. Those who sell a complete fantasy. Not saying there's anything wrong with that because that's literally what the job is, but for me personally, I like to be myself, which is the other type of dancer. Chill, not be too pushy, and give you like their real personality instead of more so like their stripper persona. And then there's the bitches who are literally roaches, bitch. And we not even gonna talk about them because I don't even got no tips for that because I don't be doing that. Take a sip to that. I have some notes on my phone so I don't forget what I want to talk about. Okay, so approaching customers. 3 main important factors into approaching your customer is to have eye contact, be confident, and watch their body language as well as yours. So I mentioned this, I think in my Get Ready With Me, that customers don't like no shy ass bitch. So approach them confident, like shoulders straight, posture good. That's part of the body language. Looking at them, eye contact, you know, seductive, flirty, sexy. And be confident, like don't walk up all timid. Make sure that they can hear you. Like literally walk up to them like you that bitch. So some ways to start conversation. I know me personally, I work at like gentlemen's types clubs where what I do mostly, how I make money is from sitting and talking to a customer. So I go up and approach as if I were to like approach a regular conversation anywhere else. So I'm like, hey, my name is Dallas. That's my dance name at certain clubs. I'm changing my dance name this year to Cali. Anywho, my name is Dallas. How are you today? Or like, hey, what's your name? Another way is to like ask their occasion. So, you know, do you come here often? Why you here tonight? Approaching customers who like are sitting by themselves. So let me just say this, I don't approach a customer who just walked in, and that's where the roaches come in. Let your customer get comfortable in the environment. Observe him. You can spot him when he come in the club and just observe his actions. Don't wait too long because then another dancer is gonna go approach him and talk to him. She just took your possible dance. So don't wait too long, but also don't be pushy. Like let them get their drink. I see a customer sit down, he got his drink. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna give him a minute. That is when I'll say, oh, why you sitting by yourself? You look bored. Like, and you know, try to like lighten up the mood of the conversation, not make everything too serious, because at the end of the day, you are there to entertain. That is what a dancer does. So if you work at like a more urban club where it's not really so much conversation, you really just go up and shake your ass in front of a nigga and wait till he throws some money. You can go up and just be like, you know, hey baby, would you like a dance? If you're not comfortable with the old like baby, babe, that kind of shit, because I know I ain't even gonna lie, like I do not walk up to no nigga and be like, hey baby, like you're not my baby. Like, so I usually will just be like, you know, what you trying to do? You want to dance? You want to go to the bag? Something like that. So yeah, moving on to the next topic. We'll take a sip for that. Okay, so another important thing that comes into like the whole customer shit is knowing how to entertain them. Because when you walk up and you just be too serious and really listening to a nigga, it's gonna turn into a therapy session real fucking quick, especially in the gentlemen's clubs. Like when I tell y'all, I have sat with customers for 30 minutes just listening to them talk about their wife, how they hate their job, and whatever else. Oh, I didn't say this. Another thing I like to ask is, are they from here? Because usually, like when I tell them my name Dallas, they be like, oh, are you from Dallas? I'm like, no, that's just my dance name. Where are you from? Okay, so entertaining the customers. So some good ways to entertain customers is to, you know, tell a story. Like I said, your job is to sell a fantasy. These niggas do not know you outside of the club, baby. They don't even know your government name, which means you can literally create any life that you want. And that's my favorite part about being a stripper, is like you can be whoever you want to be. There's really no limits besides whatever limits you create for yourself. And when they ask you what you do outside of work, make some shit up if you like. Like, bitch, if you really don't do nothing outside of work besides sit in your bed, them niggas don't want to hear that. I know bitches at my first club ever, like this one girl used to tell nigga that she like performs in the circus, like the little acrobat shit, and niggas really believe that shit. So like I said, you can tell anything. Y'all can share crazy stories, strip club stories that have happened to you. Another way to entertain is magic tricks, or just, you know, cool little tricks. For example, you know how bitches be doing the little dollar thing? I'm gonna try to find a video and insert the clip where bitches will like be on stage or something and they open their legs and the customer puts a dollar like right on their feet and you blow it off. Like cool shit like that fascinates the customers. Some other shit you might see is like the girls with the little fire sticks. I ain't doing none of that because if my bitch got some fire, we're gonna have a problem. Other ways to entertain can be within your look. So you can do themed outfits, you know, like the cute little schoolgirl, all of that. Or for me personally, it's always my nails. That's why I like to get my nails extra. Well, I like to get my nails extra just because I like my nails extra. But for when I'm at work, I make sure my nails are always done, because customers always be like, oh shit, your nails long, or like, damn, your nails fine. And that's how we can start conversation from there without it being like too serious, or without me really having to start the conversation. Another way can be in your jewelry. So as y'all see, I have on this really pretty necklace, and this ring that y'all just saw is from Verano Hill, and I want to give a big shout out to them for sponsoring this video today. They are a women's owned jewelry line that has launched in 2020, so they've been open for a year now, and they sell a lot of good quality pieces without good quality prices. Okay, we're gonna be cute on a budget, baby. The company is all about using jewelry as a way to like express yourself and your individuality, which goes a lot with what I was just saying about how you can be who you want to be in the club. So you can use your look, as in jewelry and other pieces, outfits and stuff, to like add some individuality, because in the club it is a competition at the end of the day. Y'all can't really see what the piece is, but I know that y'all see the shit shining, and it'll look even better in the club lights. It'll be like, oh, I like your jewelry, and y'all can literally start a conversation based off of that. It makes you feel good, makes you feel more confident, makes you feel like, okay, I don't know what to talk about today, so I'm about to talk about my jewelry. So yeah, if you'd like to check out this jewelry, they have a lot of other cute pieces on the website. Y'all saw the other two pieces that I got. Y'all can use my discount code PRETTY for 10% off on these pieces. And what I love about this brand is that they have 50% off on most of their sets, because like I told y'all, premium quality, low prices. So yeah, you can get 50% off, free shipping, and they also have a whole collection that's buy one get one free. So yeah, check the description box for details, and let's get back into the next topic, which is setting boundaries. So the most important thing about dealing with customers in the club is to set your boundaries. This is a strip club, which means of course you're gonna come across customers who are grabby, touchy, just like, you know, them type of niggas, and it's really no way to escape that or avoid it necessarily, because that's the environment that you in. But just because you're a stripper do not mean that you have to be down for anything. Like, every stripper has their own different boundaries. I might be comfortable with something that another girl is not, and somebody else might be comfortable fucking a nigga in the back, whereas I am not. So just think about what your boundaries will be, what you're comfortable with, and make sure that you stand firm on it. People always ask me like, oh, what is it like in the bag? How do you deal with people touching you in the bag? I don't deal with that, because I set my boundaries before I go to the back. What the VIP is like is literally whatever you want it to be like, whatever you are comfortable with. So say for example, a nigga's like, oh, can we go to the champagne room, da da da. The champagne room is $200 for 15 minutes, bitch. And really in my head, I'd be like, how the fuck am I supposed to entertain this nigga for 15 minutes. Like, of course you're not gonna dance the whole time. So that's why the other parts that I told y'all about, like entertaining, the storytelling, all of that really comes in handy to waste time when you're in the back. So before I go to the back, say a customer is like, so what all can I get in the back? What all come with the champagne room? That's a nigga favorite thing to ask, especially when he ain't even got no money for real. I always be like, a dance, like what you would get out here or in the regular VIP, but it's just a little more personal and private. You know, it's just gonna be me and you. Make sure when you telling your boundaries, you making them very clear, but still tell it in like a flirty kind of way. So like, say me and the customer are walking to the back, I'm gonna be like, okay, so just so you know, like when we get back here, this is what you can touch. Me personally, I allow customers to touch my boobs, I allow customers to touch my ass, and that's it. Touching and licking and kissing and sucking and all of that is two different things, and that's a boundary that I'm not letting no nigga cross. I just be like, you know, don't get too excited back here because I'm about to put on a show. Just make sure you only touching what I told you can touch, and just let them know, like, and if you do, this is your only warning, baby, so we're gonna have to, you know, cut the time short, which you don't want to do because you don't want to miss out, period. Sip to that, baby. That was a good one. I'm in the back at this point. I already done told the customer what I will allow, and they still try to cross the boundary. I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning of me dancing, I really didn't know what to do in the back, and like, when you go in, nobody tells you these things. Like, you really gotta figure the shit out for yourself. So it's just like, say a customer tried to like lick on my titties. I don't know why they like to do that. Like, I'm telling you, bitch, you're gonna get tried. Like, niggas love to just suck on a random bitch titties in the club for what? Like, you're dirty. Anywho, I used to just push him off of me, like choke that nigga and be like, no. But then come to realize them niggas like that shit. So that's why it's that just make y'all want to try me a little more because you think I'm trying to be cute and chokey, baby. I don't want to be choked back, and I also don't want to be licked. So now I don't be going for none of that shit. The moment that somebody crosses the boundary that I already set, the dance is done. I get up and be like, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to end this dance because you just did something that made me very uncomfortable and that I already asked you respectfully not to do. Also, take advantage of the fact that you have bouncers in security for a reason. So I think I told this story in one of my stripper Q&As. I had like a Hispanic customer, and the Hispanic customers are really touchy. Like, not on no funny shit, those are the most touchiest customers. Ask any stripper that you know. So, and that's gonna lead to a next topic, we'll get into that. Customer was like, oh, can we go to the back, you know, do stuff, da da da. This is day shift. I wanted my money, but I knew in my head and in my heart that I wasn't about to be doing nothing in the back. So I kind of was just like, you know, yeah, whatever, we can go to the back. And I told the bouncer, be on high alert. If I tell the bouncer that, he's gonna be walking back and forth to check on me like every 5 minutes to where we can't do nothing in the back. So that's how I got out of that. But now that I'm like a more experienced dancer, I've been dancing for over 2 years now, it's just like, that was a very uncomfortable situation that I put myself in that I didn't have to be in. If I know a customer is outside on the floor, already being touchy on the floor, it's like, okay, Michaela, if they being touchy right here, how touchy are they gonna try to be in the back when there's nobody else watching? Don't put yourself in that type of situation. Or say me and the customer, how I just told y'all, like, he was already asking to do stuff in the back before we got to the back. If that's all you're talking about, I'm just gonna get up and leave. Like, I don't need your money. All money is not good money. And that's the type of girl that I am now in the club, where it's just like, when a customer is already pushing these inappropriate conversations, sorry, I gotta go. And you can dismiss yourself nicely. You don't even have to be rude. You can be like, oh, I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the back and freshen up. And being that bitch for a long ass time to where he just is over it, and by the time you come out, he don't even remember because either another girl is already talking to him or he's too drunk to even know that you was just talking to him. Don't feel obligated to go to the back just because the customer wants to go to the back. You are working for yourself. I'm gonna repeat that. You are working for yourself. Like, you are not obligated to do anything that you don't want to do. Just because you have the title of a stripper do not mean that you have to do the stereotypical stripper shit that you know. Like, no, 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 no. And we're gonna take another sip for that. We're gonna chug a little bit for that.
Period.
So yeah, that's pretty much all the topics that I want to talk about. If y'all have any more like specific questions, y'all can leave them in the comments for sure. I know that this is like general, kind of cliche, but some real ass shit advice. But yeah, just make sure that you know, like, you feel good the whole time you're doing what you're doing. Not one time while you're in work should you feel like you're degrading yourself or going against your personal beliefs. Like, you can hold on to all of that and remain exactly who you are in that environment. Just learn how to adapt and not conform. I was about to over explain, which is a trauma response that I do, and then I have to tell myself they get you, like, y'all hear me, and I know y'all do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little girl chat, and I'll be back again with another fucking video. You already know. And like I said, don't forget to check out the discount codes in the description box. My accent was just terrible, bitch. If you know, you know. A bitch really can talk in her British accent, so don't even try to come for me. Yeah.